Have you gotten your copy? The book is here. When the Lights Come Up, my self-published, semi-autobiographical, fictional short story is here. So, if you have not gotten your copy, now's your chance. And I'm not going to ask why not, because you might not have even known about this book because I've been podcasting for 4 years now since 2022. Maybe you didn't even know that I have a writing background and I decided to get on my Zoom and create this short story. Maybe you just did not know. And I am here to tell you it's here. And you can get your own copy from Amazon, a physical copy like this, or you can get the ebook version if you are not trying to shop on Amazon. I 100% understand that. I totally get that. You can order directly from me. You can slide into my DMs on Instagram and or you can email me at meli at makingmepod.com. Get at me. Get at your girl. You can make a comment on YouTube and I'll get back to you. Definitely, you need your copy. So, this book is for anyone and everyone, regardless of race, gender. I was about to say age, but that's not true. I would say at least be like 16 and up to read this short story. And I just keep holding it up because I'm so proud of it. And that is also me on the back. But yeah, I like I said before, it's semi-autobiographical and this book means a lot to me. It is deeply connected to who I am. It's a part of my story. And I also think it is a universal story where it's talking about not feeling like you belong in the spaces where you are in, maybe where you just happen to grow up or the situations that you might happen to be in, finding yourself, connecting with those around you, trying to connect with those around you, and finding that there are other people like you. So definitely go ahead and get When the Lights Come Up. And this is the Me in the Making podcast. I am your host, Melly Clay. I am also the author of this book. I have my full government name on there. I thought it was more authory. You know, I'm coming to you as author. And yeah, I just wanted to talk to you all about this short story today because this show is about self-discovery. It's about personal growth. It's about introspection. And I felt like the culmination of this book and the finishing of this book, just even starting to think about putting this story down on paper, is actually a manifestation of the show. So I've said before on other episodes, but if you are new to this show, I would like to say that I had an experience in my life where a friend had told me, "Hey, do you think about, what it is that you do, what it is that you say? It might affect people in a way that you are not noticing." And I really took that to heart. That other friend and I are no longer friends, but I do appreciate that person telling me like maybe you need to reflect and think about some things. So I did just that. And this was, oh my gosh, that was 10 years ago at this point, if I'm remembering correctly. Um, no, it was more than that. It was 11 years ago at this point. And I had been sitting with that for, during that time, 2015, 2016. And the thought to have a show like this where I dig into myself, talk to other people, and I want to learn about their story and how they reflect on their story. I started thinking about this in like 2018. So it's been 8 years since this idea was conceptualized. And then from out of the pandemic, it was born and I launched it in 2022. And there are a bunch of people who I have thanked personally for helping me get this off the ground. But anyway, this short story now being in physical form that you can read yourself today at your house is because of this podcast and actually digging deep, reflecting upon my own life's journeys. And I was able to come to a place where I felt like I was in a really good place to be able to share my story. And I'm sharing it through the main character in this short story. Her name is Jackie. And not everything that she goes through did I go through, and vice versa. But the root cause to a lot of things and the root, like, discovery that this character is experiencing, I experienced that personally in my life. So I think that this book is a deeply personal reflection of what I've gone through, and because it is so personal, that's why I believe that it is universal because I'm a human. I'm living a human experience, and I know that other people have had this very human experience. So definitely pick it up for you. If you have a friend, it's also about friendship, and it's also about discovering yourself and taking that time to really think and reflect on how did I get here? Do I feel comfortable where I am? Like, it makes you think about the different communities that you are a part of. How do you feel in those communities? What can you do to add more to those communities? Maybe you're in some communities that you need to think about, like, maybe I don't need to be in this community. And what am I getting out of this community? Sure, I'm pouring a lot into this community, but what am I getting out? Because I do believe that being in a community is reciprocal. It might not feel reciprocal all the time, like, oh, I did this and I also got this equal and opposite thing out of it, like immediately. But I do think overall, like being in a community is or should be reciprocal. So like you are getting something positive out of that community. And I was in a community where ultimately I don't think I was really getting much of anything back. And I felt like I was giving a lot because that's who I am. That's just what I'm going to do. And I was like, I need to really think about this. I employed a therapist at the time. It was a different therapist who I'm going to now, but I sought a therapist. I was speaking to her, speaking to some other friends, and I was able to reach a point where I decided to leave that community. And I think, especially nowadays, everything that is happening in the world when it comes to marginalized people being oppressed, we're continuing to be oppressed, and we're seeing the oppression a lot more in the world because of the internet and people speaking out about their oppression and what is being done to them. We're seeing a lot more of that. So I do think we need to be taking care of ourselves where we can a lot more. So if you are able to do that, like, personal discovery work, I think that will definitely help you out in the long run. Therapy is not going to fix everything. We know that. It's systems of oppression are really dictating a lot of our human experience. But I do think showing up for ourselves in those small ways can help us hopefully find solutions to these bigger issues that we are seeing. So, When the Lights Come Up is a I would say that When the Lights Come Up is a small kernel in your self-discovery journey, and it's a very quick read. It's not very thick. It is a short story. So I've had some people tell me that they finished it in like a day or two. Someone told me over the weekend they were sitting and reading, and they were like, my husband, my child, they were talking to me, but I was like, I was in it. I was in it. And they were like, hello, are you going to pay attention to me? And she was like, no. I am reading When the Lights Come Up. Why are you not reading When the Lights Come Up? You know? So I I think that this story can really reach people and start discussions within yourself, also start discussions with maybe some other people who you've already started to have those conversations with, and you're like, okay, someone else felt this same way too. I'm not alone in what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, and I really want to push through and think more about where I am in my life and where I wanted to go, in what direction I would like to forge. All of that can come from this short story, this fiction work. Um, I owe a lot to my editor, Dr. Brandy Nikhil. She was on here, um, I believe, last week's episode, and she's also been on this show in season. Oh my gosh, don't have me lie. Was it season one? It was either season one or season two. My memory is failing me right now. But if you search Brandy Nikhil in wherever you listen to this podcast, both of those episodes should pull up. Brandy, Brandi. She started a virtual writing community. That's where I wrote the bulk of this book. And she is also my editor on this book and future works to come. Stay tuned. And I owe so much to her for helping me get this out, birth this from my being, because I really wanted to get it out, share my story, and I know that Amazon is not the best company by any means, but I used the self-publishing arm of that company, and I think it was a seamless process, and especially as a Black woman, it's harder for me to be published through the traditional routes, and I decided to take plans into my own hands. So it is out now. And I would love it if you could pick it up and support a Black independent author, a Black woman independent author. And I hopefully you could tell that I'm excited about the story and getting it out there. A lot of you all have purchased it already and given me your feedback. Please rate and review it on Amazon, on Goodreads, on I think can you rate on Storygraph? Tell your friends about it if you have already read it and it resonates with you. Please share and get it out there because I want to like start an introspection revolution, you know? So yeah, this is the Me in the Making podcast. It is a show, like I was saying before, about introspection, self discovery, personal growth. And I speak to guests on this show and I talk to them about their life's journeys, where they thought they were going to be when they were young, where they are now, and the journey through beginning to where they are now, and who they are becoming, who they are striving to be, what they're working on. And I also have solo episodes like this one where I talk to you about something that I have been mulling over, thinking about, being introspective about, noticing out in the world. And I come to you with my thoughts. And I hope that you share your thoughts in the comments and share this podcast far and wide and get people to join the community and talk about things that they have been learning about themselves. I think that it is just such a human thing to wonder and to think and to yeah, want to improve yourself, talk to others about that introspection that you might be having, perhaps get a therapist to speak to someone who is objective and someone who has gone through schooling and is licensed to be able to help you with all of that, provide you with tools that you might need, all that good stuff. So yes, I wanted to come to you all today and talk about When the Lights Come Up. It is a short story that you can purchase online on Amazon, or if you would like to purchase it directly from me, you can do so. So DM me, send me an email, meli, meli, at makingmepod.com. And if you purchase directly from me, it will be a signed copy. And for me to expel my appreciation to you all for purchasing my book and sharing this with everyone. Yeah, and once again, this is the Me in the Making podcast. If you would like to be a guest, please let me know. If I know you personally, send me a text or an email. If I know you, if I don't know you, but you want to be a guest, we can definitely do that. I've had so many really cool conversations with people who I had never met before that recording, and people really want to share their story. And I think that I would like to give people a platform to do that and share their story, get it out there. Sometimes it's just nice to have a conversation where you know the other person is intently listening and we have a really good back and forth. So, yes, this is the Me in the Making podcast. Thank you all for joining. Please like and subscribe this channel, share it, share the clips that you see, comment, and I will comment back to you and we will grow this community. So thank you all again for listening. I'm Meli Clay. Bye. This has been another episode of the Me in the Making podcast. Please rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Tell a friend, tell a family member. We all deserve to grow and change and become our best selves, whatever that might look like to you. And please connect on Instagram at Making Me Pod, on TikTok. You can email me at meli@makingmepod.com. I would love to hear from you. Let me know if you want to be a guest on the show. And yeah, I'm just having such a great time. I'm so happy to have been able to launch this video episode for you all, and come again. Bye.